I think it'd probably be better if I do it from a personal perspective. So I was in a very abusive relationship with a young lady a number of years ago. It's in part why I'm here. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that and some of the things that sprung from that. Because one of our not phrases, what we use is sort of demystifying domestic abuse. I think part of the demystification process is that there's so many silos. So there's women's aid, there's this, and everyone, of course everyone's fighting for funding and they don't want to let things go. You know, I understand it's a sort of, dog eat dog, and then so you get these sort of different figures of what's going on. There's primarily this, there's primarily that. So what we try and do is actually look at the more wide ranging of figures. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my situation, how it's affected me, so it may be helpful. So I met a young lady a number of years ago. She was really nice and lovely, and which is always important for a guy. And in fact, she I should have half guessed, but my sister knew her. My sister's 2 years younger than me, and she's in the same school. So she wasn't a friend, but she sort of knew her. And when I met her, she said, I know her, she's the youngest girl in school. Which I didn't think much of at the time, but I thought, do girls have that sort of? Boys do, everyone knows what the hardest go. I think girls did that, but possibly they do. So anyway, it was all going fairly well for some time. And then one time, we moved in together, it was all quite cool. And then one time we had like a bit of a play fight going on, as you do, and it's like that. On and off, I've been what I call a crowd control engineer, but you call me a bouncer. So I've been there for quite a number of years. So I was showing her some of the moves, and anyway, she swung this sort of right hook and knocked me to the floor. Literally, it was amazing. I was on the floor, done with stars. And I thought, crikey Moses. So, that in itself could have just been a real plaything, I guess it probably was. But she stood over me and said, see, girls can hit men too. And I was a little bit, while my head was ringing, I thought, that's a little bit odd, but I sort of, okay, we were playing around, and that was that. A couple of other things happened, and then another sort of incident. I'm sort of timing to how, understanding how it is for males. My friends said things had started to change, I'd lost weight and this and the other, but again, I just saw it as part and parcel of being in a relationship. You've got to tackle these things. One of my friends came back from on duty, he was a Green Beret, actually, Marine. And I was sort of just starting the coaching there, so he came in, wanted a bit of chat, because one of his mates had their leg blown off, and it all got quite nasty. So he come off tour, came up to see me, we were sitting on a little chat about this stuff. So, bear in mind, I was on a bouncer, and he's a Marine, we were sitting there talking. And she come wailing down the stairs, shouting and bawling. Now, Kerry had been on tour, so he hadn't actually seen us together. So I think he thought it was a little bit of a joke or something, because she was yelling and bawling and doing all this stuff. And he was like half laughing, which must have set it off. So all of a sudden, she launched this ornament, I don't know what it was, but something. Luckily, her aim wasn't as good as her punch, so it missed me, and it sort of bounced against the wall, but a big chunk of it hit me in the head, and blood went up the wall, and my ear was cut. And my friend stood up and said, I gotta go, and just ran out the door. The doors were open, it was like a sunny day, just ran up the street, literally ran. Now the reason I mention that is not to shock you, although it is quite shocking, I guess, looking back, but it's just that, so you got me and Kay, both trained to deal with violence. That was our job. I mean, obviously, me, and neither of us knew what to do. I just didn't know how to handle this violence when it was happening there and then. I was more than capable of doing it. I mean, on my job, I was often helping women out of the club when they were in an inebriated state. So you know what, but not for this, for some reason. I remember getting a load of tissue, it was days, I put a load of tissue on, I just went to bed. It all stuck to my head, because of blood everywhere and this sort of stuff. Anyway, and then, I thought then, I was thinking, crikey, got two guys quite capable of not to hit back, but just to take care of things, but we just didn't know. I still didn't see it as a problem. And then, I remember one time waking up, I don't watch TV, as anyone knows, I never owned the TV, but occasionally I have relationships, they have TV, so I tend to go in and read while they watch a box. I was sitting there just averagely watching this crap on TV. And obviously there was some attractive woman on the TV at the time. And I woke up in an ambulance. Oh, this is strange, I'll be watching telly 1 minute and then wake up in an ambulance the next. And what she'd done, obviously, she'd explained later, she thought she'd see me looking at someone on TV and hit me head on with a frying pan. Now, when I was younger, I had an accident, my skull had fractured, so she managed to fracture my skull. At that point, people were saying, like, oh, you got this, you got that. Now, my thoughts, I'll tell you one more story about that. So I got back from that, so there's a couple of things. But the last one, the big one, I guess, not the big one, but the sort of the finale of quite a number of years of other stuff, was she managed to stab me. Now, that was a bit of a laugh, because I don't know what she was actually aiming for when she tried to stab me, but luckily, again, her aim wasn't as good as her punch, because that really hurt. And she managed to get me in the leg. She ran off then, which she did, she hurt and ran. So I was panicking because I got this knife stuck in my leg, and I'm thinking, I've seen those films where there's like blood comes out. What's it called, that archery thing? I thought, shit, I take the knife out, I need blood in it. So I had to wrap. No, it's laughable, isn't it? But I'm thinking, this is my mentality. The important thing is the mentality. So I wrap my leg in a towel because obviously it's bleeding. There's a knife stuck in it, and I get a taxi to go to hospital. So my thinking was, if I phone the ambulance, they're going to get the police involved, and I don't want to get her into trouble. So what was happening for me is not so much, well it was actually, it was, I suppose I was still trying to protect her. Somewhere on the line, my instinct as a male, and that's me, maybe the same for all guys, is to protect her. I just didn't want to get into trouble. There's obviously something going on, there was something I wasn't doing right, so I went to the hospital in a taxi, in order to protect her. Of course, as soon as they see the knife, they phoned the police, because there's a stabbing. The police came, they knew about it, so I had phoned the police a couple of times in the early days, and I got removed from the house. So I stopped ringing them because I didn't want to get kicked out of the house all the time, because I had to make the scene, I had to sit in parks and stuff, because they wouldn't remove her. We didn't have kids, by the way, but so I stopped phoning the police. I'm not going to get the police involved, I'm going to go and sleep in the park bench. So, but he came up to me, he said, look, we've had a look, we've seen the records, and he said, if you don't leave, she'll kill you. I said, well, where am I going to go? He said, I don't know. Can you go to your mum's or something? Well, mum, to Manchester, no, mum is useless. So, at that point, there was nowhere for me to go. Does that make sense? And there was nowhere that they could tell me to go. Now, you know, the other thing was as well, I understood a bit about the killing stuff, so I did leave the relationship in the end, and part of the reason I left the relationship, in all honesty, was I didn't want her to get into trouble by killing me. Honestly, I was thinking, if she kills me, she's going to go to jail for an hour a day. She's got a whole life ahead of her. That's how I was thinking at that time. And I'm just telling you as a man, that my entire thought pattern was, how can I protect her from what was going on? And I think in part, you know, I'm not trying to shock her, I just thought it's worth you knowing. So there's other stuff going on, these are just a big exclamation marks over the other stuff, there's a ton of other stuff. But I think just in terms of, from a male point of view, we often think, you know, why do women stay? Why do men stay? You know, partly because I still love her, obviously, partly I'm thinking if I just do things in a different way, because men are sorters and we want to sort things out, I'm sure men are as well. There must be a way I can do this, so I don't do whatever I'm doing to make her do what she's doing. Do you see what I'm saying? There must be something, and of course it's not. One of the things you'll find with any domestic abuse, and these are the reasons we developed the programs we developed, was there is no way. As soon as you do the one thing, the goalposts move, because there's something going on for the person, be it man or a woman, in terms of their thinking, is that they have to try and maintain control of a situation that they feel that they can't. Now, there may not be any control issues, but for them there is. I mean, that's stuff we won't go into massive detail. So in the end I left primarily so she wouldn't get into trouble. Fast forward to today, I had a little bit of research, I haven't even on board with the paperwork, but you'll hear lots of statistics bouncing around about, you know, it's mostly men and something like that. Office of National Statistics from 1917, in terms of reported DV cases, is 1.2 million women reported, which obviously well lower than it would be. What do you think it is for men? 1.24 million. How many men report in England or Wales? Abuse.
50,000.
50,000? Any about or less than that? So 1.2 million, 50,000 men. Any ideas? Yeah, less than 50, okay. 713,000 men, nearly 750 million. So ain't that much less. You'd think, because of course what you've been listening to is all of stuff around this and this and this. No, it's not. It's 713,000. You know, just in terms of after effects. I moved to London. It was so bad in the end I had to move because I was jumping everything. When I moved to London, I had some friends up there, fortunately. And the funny thing was, even for about a year later, if I just saw a hair that looked like hers, a hairdo, I would be bolting down the street. So, you know, it happens to men as well. That's not to cry for women at all. And I'm just not feeling sorry for myself. I mean, the reason I'm sitting here and I can develop the programs I develop is because I've worked with women who've been abused a lot, actually more than men, actually, for women's aid, funny enough. And often they'll say that me having experienced some of that stuff has helped them.